Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Friday, September 11th. And for today's lesson, you will need your white folder. And there should be only 2 papers left in the white folder, this little strip of paper. And it says Apple Tree Life Cycle. So take both of those out. Set your folder aside. You will also need a green and brown crayon, your glue container, your scissors, and a pencil. Go ahead and get those out, and then we'll get started, okay? All right, so the first thing you're going to do is write your name on the apple tree life cycle. Now, yesterday you listened to a story by Harry Kindergarten, and he talked about the apple tree life cycle and his friend named Jeff and how he planted an apple tree and how an apple grows, okay? So let's look at our apple life cycle strip. So I'm going to move this paper aside, okay? So we have a seed, a tree with apples, just a tree, and then a tree with blossoms, okay? Blossoms are apple flowers, okay? We are going to do the coloring last so that when you are all done gluing and it dries, then you can color your pictures. So what you're going to do is you're going to pause the video and you're going to cut out all 4 rectangles. Okay, these are called rectangles. They're not squares. So go ahead and pause the video, cut them out, and then press play again. Okay. And like I said, we are going to color last so that you are not sitting here just watching me color. Okay, so here we go. Let's put our pictures like this. Okay, let's open that glue container. So at the top is going to be our very first picture of the apple tree life cycle. Okay, so when you listen to the story, what happens first? Do you remember? Good, you need a seed. Okay, so most plants, you normally need a seed for it to start growing. So we're going to glue the seed at the very top. Okay, remember to press it in your sponge and then put it right here. Remember, we're not coloring right now. You can color after it dries, okay? So after the seed, we have 3 pictures to decide from. You have the tree with just the leaves, and then you have the tree with the blossoms and the tree with the apple seed. I mean, not apple seed, I'm sorry, the apples. Okay, yes, this one goes next. So first, before you get blossoms, you just have just a blank tree, or it starts to grow into a tree. Okay, so this one goes right here. Okay, and after it starts to grow from the seed, you have, what do you have next? You have blossoms, okay? And the blossoms need to be pollinated by bees. Okay, remember you listened to that yesterday. And then we have one picture left. And after the blossoms, you get apples. Very good. Okay. All right. Don't forget to close your glue containers when you are finished so it doesn't dry out. Okay. So now you can color. It should be dry pretty fast because your sponge isn't really wet. So what you're going to do is you're going to color the seed. If your paper is still wet, just wait for it to dry, because if it's still wet, then you won't be able to color it, okay? So color the seed, and then the tree, the trunks are brown, so that's why I have you get your brown crayon out. And then the tops of the tree are green, okay? And then when you get to the blossoms, okay, apple blossoms are pink or white, not pink and white. So if you leave them white, just color around the apple blossoms. If you want to color them pink, you can. I'm just gonna leave mine white, and I'm gonna color around the blossom, okay? It's gonna be kind of tricky. So just go ahead and do that. And then you can color the trunk brown. And then we're going to move on to the apples. And same thing, brown and then green. And then you can color the apples yellow, red, or green, because that's what colors apples are, okay? All right, boys and girls, take a picture of this and send it to me as a response when you are all finished.